What's poppin', guys? It's Banana here, and today we are using another streamer's team, Canto Clark, who we've featured him before. We've used one of his teams before, and oh my god, it was such a good team before. This is actually his Knoxville team. He went 6-3, which to go 6-3 in a tournament when everyone knows that they're in a tournament, number one, it's best of 3, number 2. I mean, that's an amazing record. So let's see what we can do. What we've got is Iron Hands with a normal kind of setup. It's got Wild Charge instead of Thunder Punch. It also has Fire Punch, which is a very nice, surprising tech, especially for a Moongus. We've got a super normal Iron Bundle. We've got Garganacl. I can't wait to bring Garganacl back. I don't know if Garganacl is as good as he used to be, especially with all these powerful Series 2 Pokemon, but I definitely can't wait to try Garganacl again. We've got Great Tusk with another pretty normal setup. I love the Focus Sash on Great Tusk. We've got Fluttermane, who actually is not rocking Moonblast, but is rocking Imprisoned Trick Room to stop all of those antics, which is, that might come in the clutch. We've also got Talonflame for the Tailwind antics. So let's go ahead, hop into some battles. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, if you're excited to see this team, definitely leave a like, a sub, a comment, specifically the subs. We're trying to grow this channel to the moon and back, so let's go ahead and hop into these battles. We got Lil. I say it like that because it's got 4 L's in it. 3 L's at the end, but 4 L's total. Hopefully we can make them take an L. Let's see. They do have Tailwind pressure. To be honest, Talonflame hates this team though. Talonflame is like, Talonflame is so afraid of this team because yeah, it can Will-O-Wisp like 3 of their Pokemon, but the rain brings so much pressure into Talonflame. And honestly, I don't know if I'm willing to risk bringing Talonflame and just getting Tailwind up and then dying. So what I might do instead is Garganacl. Iron Hands feels very good and safe into their team. I know that this is a slow start, but what I'm thinking is I bring these two and then I just bring mad pressure in the back. I don't need Tusk because they have 2 flying Pokemon. So we're just going to bring Bundle and Fluttermane in the back. And I feel pretty good with that. I feel quite good with that. I guess Bundle could have gone in the front, and I wonder how much a Freeze Dry could have done to their Pelipper. That would have been pretty sickening. For their Pelipper. I will say I think their Pelipper can do massive amounts of damage, so I'm just going to Wild Charge it turn 1. Get that thing up on out of here. Well, I'm going to Fake Out, then Wild Charge. Okay, so they have Fake Out. I can avoid the Fake Out, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Iron Hands can't protect, so we're actually going to go for Iron Hands with the Salt Cure. And we're just, yeah, we're starting off hot. We cooking with grease early, okay? We're cooking with grease. We are making some chicken. I'm making Chicken Ariza today, guys. Is anyone excited for Chicken Ariza? Drop in the comments if you're excited for Chicken Ariza, because we're making Chicken Ariza today with Canto Clark's team, all right? Close combat has no effect. It has no effect. I don't know why you thought that would be effective. That was not an effective use of your time, big dog. We're making Chicken Ariza. And this man brought sour cream. He brought sour cream to the cookout. Why? Well, I guess just to bring sour cream. I don't know. I can't tell you why exactly one would bring sour cream to the cookout, but that's what he decided to do. And so now at this point, we can, I'm thinking I want to Fire Punch the Iron Hands, honestly. Hear me out. Because I'm like, not a lot of things on their team want to take I guess they kind of don't mind a Fire Punch. I guess a Drain Punch is the better option. Maybe I'll just Drain Punch the Baxcal. I'm just worried he protects here. I hit the Iron Hands, guys. I'm sorry. I hit the Iron Hands. I hit the Iron Hands. What can I do? Ah, man. Yeah, the Fire Punch would have been clutch because I could have potentially gotten a burn. And I guess the better option was to go on ahead and hit the Garganacl. Because I could have Drain Punched and KO'd the Garganacl. First game in. We're making mistakes, but they are not ruining us, okay? The mistakes are not the end of the world here. What does Dragonite want to do? What does Garganacl want to do? Garganacl can probably KO my Garganacl here. He went for a risky play last turn. Does he do it again? Do I protect or do I recover? Recover is a risky play. Protect sounds pretty decent, but I'm like, then Iron Hands is just going to take a massive amount of damage, right? I think I could protect and then just KO the Garganacl, right? Yeah. That sounds good because logically speaking, right? Logically speaking, the Dragonite can do massive amounts of damage, and that is why I should have used the recover. Because this guy is actually, he's playing out of his mind right now. He's like really trying to win this. He's really trying to win this. So he's actually going for some risky plays. So I think knowing that, having him hit me twice with some risky plays, I think knowing that, I'm going to go on ahead and do some risky plays moving forward here. Because I think I have to. Garganacl is in a nice position. I'm definitely going to hit the nice recover him up. And for the Dragonite, I'm like, do I Fire Punch it? I mean, Iron Hands can't do much in the Dragonite, so I kind of want to keep Iron Hands alive with Drain Punching their Iron Hands. They got Fake Out Pressure here. Do they go for it? I could swap straight into Flutter Mane, and they could Ice Spinner my Flutter Mane. But I think that's the best play I have. Because they didn't Terrestrialize either. But if they Fake Out for some odd reason, if they Drain Punch for some odd reason, my Flutter Mane is okay. They might just Wild Charge and just take my Garganacl out, though. Hear me out. That would be their smartest play, just double into Garganacl. But then I still get Flutter Mane in for free. Oh, man. He E-speeded into my, what's his face? Ooh! Garganacl takes that. Thank you, big dog. Thank you, big dog. He's the biggest dog. He's the biggest dog of them all. He's the biggest dog of them all. Gets a nice recover in. We're honestly going for a second recover. We're going for a second recover because I don't want to risk just going down here. I could double no, I can't double protect. Well, it's damage. Oh, the battle was GG's to my opponent. He saw the writing on the wall, and I give him that because it was going to be a slow burn, but I was going to win. All right, so this is a nice little team here. Obviously going to be very, very difficult for us to compete with. It looks like they're going to want to pop a Trick Room, so I think Garganacl has to come out to start. I really want to bring Tusk here. I really desperately want to bring Tusk, but Tusk, he's just going to kill all of my Pokemon, you know? I'm like, nobody can really take a Tusk hit. Iron Hands doesn't sound terrible, but like, what do I do? I can't Drain Punch. I can't really realistically Wild Charge because that's just going to KO me. I could bring out Bundle. Flutter Mane, duh. Haha, thank you. Thank you, Kanto Clark, for making this team. Because Flutter Mane with Imprison Trick Room is absolutely the wave here. I'm going to finish it out with... I really want to finish it out with Jumbo Tusk. I really desperately do. And Iron Hands to round out the team. I know that we haven't gone with Tailwind yet. We also... I think we brought Bundle to the last game. I thought we brought Bundle. We just didn't have a chance to use them because Fluttermane was better. So our opponent he's really thinking about this. Which is good. Good. Think hard. Think long. Think long and hard. Pause. I'm not going to make a joke out of that, guys. You can do it in the comments, but your boy here is not making a joke out of that one. Armarouge and DD. I don't think I have to Terrestrialize turn 1. Unless they have a Grass Terra Blast. Could you imagine that? A Grass Terra Blast? I imagine Dark Pulse is way more common on Armarouge, though. So I think turn 1... I could Salt Cure anybody. Is Armarouge going to protect? He might. So I'm actually going to Salt Cure the Indeedee first. Which might be silly, but I might just get a knockout on the Armarouge with a Shadow Ball on the next turn. And they use Follow Me anyway, so that's perfectly fine. Alright, Imprison coming through. It's going to pop. They're probably not even going for a Trick Room. Probably not even going to see a Trick Room here. They went for Trick Room! Kanto Clark, you are goated right now. Kanto Clark, you are absolutely goated right now. Absolutely goated right now. I could Salt Cure again. I could also just Wide Guard. I don't see the harm in Wide Guarding here. And then going for maybe a D-Gleam. Right? I should have checked the Terra on the Fluttermane. They are really thinking about this. They are sick right now. They're like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my god, what do I do? I'm going to show them Wide Guard to like stop them from using Expanding Force in the future. Hopefully this Gleam does... Oh, it's going to do like no damage to anybody. But that's okay. I mean, that's the best option that I had. And I kind of need to keep Armarouge in the game for a moment. Oh my gosh, I could have Salt Cured onto Armarouge. Why didn't I? I should have targeted the Armarouge. That was silly of me. Well, the Gleam is going to do decent damage into Armarouge, which is good. I really should have just Salt Cured into the Armarouge, though. Actually, no. I'm silly. Salt Curing into this does... It's still going to bring the Hatterene down with Salt Cure. And another Gleam could actually KO the Hatterene. They can't Expanding Force, so we're good on that aspect. Yeah, we're gaming right now. The Imprison, the Wide Guard, this guy is... He's crying. He's crying on the inside. So I didn't Salt Cure the Hatterene. I'm thinking, do I need Wide Guard that bad? I might, honestly. I really honestly might need Wide Guard that bad. So the question is, because I could either Wide Guard or I could just go straight into the Hatterene with Salt Cure. I think the issue is I didn't get a chance to use my Terra. I'm sad about that. I really wanted to use my Terra. But I at least got the Wide Guard off, so that's at least going to protect us a little bit if they go for a Gleam for some reason. But I wanted to Terra to protect myself from dying from that Psychic. I don't know for sure if it would have protected us. And the Wide Guard didn't even pop, so we just knock out the Hatterene with a Salt Cure. I'm proud with that. Okay. That actually worked. Look, I didn't even click buttons. I didn't even click... This team is so good. I didn't even click buttons. Okay? I think Tusk actually has to come out here. Hear me out. I don't know if Tusk can KO this Grass Terra, but I don't know if they can KO me, and I know that the Follow Me is coming out, right? Does Tusk have Protect, though? It does have Protect. Hear me out. Turn 1, we go into the Armarouge. And then Protect. Does that make sense? What are they going to do? Follow me plus expanding force? Follow me plus expanding force. Doesn't feel great. But they can't follow me and expanding force at the same time. I'm going to protect. Yeah, I'm going to do this because they can't follow me and expanding force comfortably, right? They know that I have wide guard. They can't do that comfortably. So I can go for Assault Cure pretty comfortably here. And then I can maybe even protect exactly. You see what I'm saying? They don't go for the... they're not willing to risk an expanding force in this scenario. And I think what I can do next turn is I can actually go for the wide guard, because I haven't used it in a few turns. I think I go for the wide guard, because at this point, they're in a weird position, right? Does wide guard protect your teammates? Does wide guard protect your teammates? It's time to find out. It's time to find out if wide guard protects your teammates from your own earthquake. Okay, guys? I really think it does. I feel like I've seen this happen before. But if wide guard doesn't protect me from this earthquake, then I don't know if Garganacl dies. Honestly, Garganacl is so defensive. He's so physically tonky that I don't know if I actually die here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. They go for the follow me and what? Follow me plus psychic again. Wide guard does protect your teammates, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know what they went for because they're dead. Because they're dead. Canto Clark again. Salutes to you, man. I've said it a million times. You guys, I'm gonna, drop his information down at the bottom like I always do. But man, this team, like, if you pilot it properly, it's ridiculous. Like, this is one of the primary cores in DD Armourouge with Hatterene. This is like a primary core, and we're just demolishing it. We're just demolishing it like nobody's business. And honestly, I'm gonna wide guard again, because why wouldn't I? Why would I not wide guard again? Sure, you get a flamethrower off, but like, and then what? We got Sash. We got Sash. So if you get a flamethrower off, we're still probably knocking you out. Yeah, battle was canceled. GG's to my opponent. They played as well as they could. We just played way better. Okay, so we have an interesting team here. I haven't actually seen this team before. I'm like, okay, so what does Maushold do? Are they gonna beat up into somebody? Maybe Mimikyu? That would be silly. They would never beat up into Mimikyu. They could beat up into the Iron Valiant, I guess, maybe. I'm not sure what to expect from this team. Okay, well, if we don't know what to expect, then I think we bring out Garganacl to start. Because Garganacl is pretty good in the Sandstorm. They could actually lower my special defense, though. But I'm kind of somewhat okay with that. I think Tusk in the back actually still sounds pretty good. They don't have any sort of Tailwind pressure. But they don't have a... I mean, they have some speed. They have some speed. Hear me out. They have some speed. I could maybe bring Tusk and you, because they don't have fake out pressure. I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like Talonflame is not good into this team at all. Like, once I set up Tailwind, it can't attack because it has Flare Blitz. Okay, so let's figure this out. Hurry up. We got fake out pressure. We'll just have to bring these guys. Screw it. I honestly think Bundle would have been so good for this, actually. Now that I'm looking back, I'm like, crap, why did I bring Fluttermane? I just clicked on Fluttermane because last game we brought Fluttermane, honestly. I was looking at this team like, I don't know what exactly is good for this team, but thinking about it, I'm like, Bundle would have done way more work than Fluttermane would have. And this is a cool battlefield. Holy cow, what is this battlefield? All right, so we are in an interesting spot. Oh my gosh, they got us. We already lost, guys. We already lost. Because look, Bundle can hit us with a Hydro Pump, and they can hit us with a Shadow Claw. So we just got to Salt Cure into the Mimikyu and fake out the Bundle. Salt Cure will destroy Mimikyu's disguise for future things, and fake out will destroy the Bundle's sash if it has it. So I think this is the best play we can make here. I would rather take a Shadow Claw than a Hydro Pump though, because Garganacl has more physical defense than it has special defense, and its ability allows it to soak up ghost type attacks. I'm okay with that because I was in such a weird position that I felt like I had to fake out that Pokemon. Oh gosh, the Will-O-Wisp coming through. And honestly, like no other move would have done that much to Mimikyu. I could have like Fire Punched it and hoped for the burn, but aside from that, there was like nothing else I could do to the Mimikyu, honestly. And now that Bundle is down in its defense, I can double into Bundle. I can double into Bundle with a Wild Charge and a Salt Cure, and that should actually KO the Bundle. Mimikyu is here, like, kind of doing some damage, kind of doing some work here, but I don't foresee it doing that much work. I'm like, okay, you got Will-O-Wisp, which means maybe you're more defensive. I don't know. I don't know about Mimikyu. I think they're thinking they don't know about Mimikyu either. They're over here taking their time. That's one of the things I love about Garganacl is although he's telegraphed, he's kind of not. It's like he's telegraphed, but like you have to get those coin flips right. It's kind of like a Dondozo. You know what I mean? It's like whenever you're using Dondozo, like yes, it's telegraphed what moves you're going to use, but sometimes you can weave in an extra attack or weave in a sneaky protect that they didn't expect. Usually protects are not very sneaky, but so they just swap out Bundle. Somebody's going to take a massive hit unless it's Iron Hands. Ooh, I should have Drain Punched here, man. Drain Punch would have been the play every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Drain Punch would have been the play every day of the week and twice on Sundays, man. Twice on Sundays, man. Do they have EQ on T-Tar? Do they have EQ on T-Tar? That's the question. I feel like why wouldn't you have EQ on T-Tar? Right? Garganacl's not taking much, but this is actually rough. This is actually really rough because I didn't bring my Talonflame in the back, who would love to eat up an EQ. So what I'm thinking is I can Wide Guard, because I feel like Tyranitar has a lot of like spread attacks. It is a dark type, so it could just demolish my Garganacl right here, right now. And I can't really protect my Iron Hands. Is Iron Hands even worth protecting? I'm just thinking, I'm like, if I Wide Guard, right? Even though I hit Recover. If I Wide Guard, right? Go for the Drain Punch. They're not going to double into Wild Iron Hands. That's guaranteed. And so Iron Hands is kind of free to Drain Punch. And I feel like Tyranitar might have Earthquake and Rock Slide. It might have like Crunch too. So it might want to crunch my Garganacl. But I think Garganacl can survive a double up here. Not by a lot, but it can survive a double up. A double up. It does double up. Oh, God, it cannot survive a double up. I should have protected him. I mean, I wasn't even thinking. I was kind of thinking protecting him. Womp, womp, womp. But at the same time, Iron Hands is going to get all of its HP back. Tyranitar is no longer a threat. Fluttermane feels good, but Mimikyu could have Shadow Sneak. So we're not going to bring in Fluttermane. We're actually going to bring in our big boy Tusk. The problem is obviously nobody has Protect or Wide Guard on our team anymore. So nobody wants to take a Tusk Earthquake. The Salt Cure is definitely doing some damage onto Mimikyu, and Mimikyu is stuck on the field now. I feel pretty good with this. I feel relatively good with this. I think I headlong rush into that boy right there. Oh god, they have 3 Pokemon in the bag. I didn't know that. Crap. Well, then, in that case, we have to headlong rush into you, and we can wild charge the Mimikyu. I can also fire punch it. I just know that a fire punch ain't gonna kill it. Is anybody on their team wanting to take a fire punch? Oh, they got Bundle in the back. They got Bundle in the back. I'm gonna wild charge it because if they swap out Mimikyu, Bundle is Bundle is going down in the ice. Bundle is gonna be ice cold, freezing, because it's gonna be dead. It's gonna be stiff. It's gonna be stiff, okay? We will no longer see a Bundle. Oh no. Thank you for the focus sash, big dogs. Thank you for the focus sash, man. That was actually a necessity right there. The focus sash was a necessity right there. Yeesh. I knew that I was Sash though. Like, I kind of forgot for half a second, but I knew ultimately I was Sash. Oh no, the Will-O-Wisp. No, the Will-O-Wisp is gonna finish it. Nice call, nice call. I already terrestrialized, so there was nothing I could have really done differently. And so now Bundle is in a weird spot though, because I have Flutter Mane out and I have Iron Hands out. And so Bundle is like, it's not looking great for the Bundle. It's not looking great for the Bundle. I think I just Drain Punch, Dazzling Gleam here, and we're about to go 3-0. Thank you, Kanto Clark. Thank you. I saw a lot of other people piloting this team. This is a really pretty popular team here. Not like super popular on the ladder, but you know, like popular amongst, you know, streamers and whatnot. Dazzling Gleam or Shadow Ball. Honestly, technically Shadow Ball does more because it can potentially drop the defense. But yeah, I saw a lot of people piloting this team. I didn't see a lot of people bringing out the... Wow, Water Pulse on Bundle is interesting. I didn't see a lot of people bringing out Garganacl to start. I saw a lot of people bringing out Garganacl as like a finisher. But for me, for some reason, I've always loved Garganacl as a start. I'm like, he's so defensive. He just walls everything practically. And he just gets off chip damage. And so then your sweepers in the back can easily... What they do, sweep up. You know what I mean? So... That's my logic of bringing Garganacl in the front in every match. So there we go, 3-0. Let's go. And kudos to my opponent. I think this was just a hard match for them. This was a tough match for them. They had a great, interesting team that I was worried about at first, but it was a tough match ultimately for them. So there you have it. Again, just showing the rental code. I really loved this team. I did not use Iron Bundle nor Talonflame, but we know both of those are they're the fastest Pokemon on this team. You know what I mean? So the Tailwind with the Iron Bundle, it makes perfect sense. We just didn't need it this time. I'm a huge fan of Garganacl, so I was really excited to bring him back into my own personal lineup. But aside from that, definitely drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Please sub if you enjoyed the video. And aside from that, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Peace.